twisted minds unique.
Pain, punishment, and choices that cut deeper than flesh itself. This is Jigsaw. Saw 3.
Are we sure? We sure this isn't a Hellraiser movie?
I mean, it could.
Because there's lots of flesh ripping and chains and... Anyways,
Jesus wept.
You thought the games couldn't get any crueler, but Jigsaw and his apprentice are taking things to a whole new level here.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, fellow slashers. I'm Slash Sister Hallie.
And I'm Slash Sister Jen, and we are stepping into the 3rd chapter of the Saw franchise.
That completes the 4th.
Technically.
Saw
10 takes
place
in between. Yes. But it is the 3rd entry into the Saw franchise, where morality and mutilation go hand in hand.
This entry isn't just about the traps. It's about Jigsaw's legacy, his failing health, and how far Amanda, his apprentice, will go to prove herself to him. Needless to say, she has not learned her lessons.
She doesn't learn lessons
I don't
well
think she
at all.
ever learned her lessons.
So before we put ourselves to the test, why don't you make sure you like this video, slash the subscribe button, do all those things, make sure you ring-a-ling the grave bell so that you don't miss out on any of the nonsense we're doing on this channel. You don't want to miss out on us. We have too much fun here.
Shenanigans will be had with or without you.
Yes.
So ask yourself, how much blood would you shed to stay alive?
Because it's time to play a game with Saw 3.
After being imprisoned in the bathroom, Detective Eric Matthews breaks his foot with a toilet lid to escape. And let me tell you, this scene, I was watching it the other night and I was just like, ow!
As a person who recently broke her ankle, watching this one, I was like, oh. But then, later, he's just up fucking walking. Bullshit.
He does have like a crutch thing that he's...
I don't care. You saw how long it took me to be on a crutch.
I'm not justifying their actions. I'm just
I know,
saying
movie magic. It was in the plot.
Right.
Or it was in the script or whatever.
Right.
Right?
It was in the script, so it had to happen that way. That being said, though, Donnie Wahlberg went so far to denounce the fact that he was actually in this film by releasing a press release stating that he was not actually in this film. They tried to keep his appearance in this film a complete surprise until the very last second, which they pulled off. Because, from what I understand, I did not see, any of these in theaters.
This was the last one that I did see in theater.
But, from what I understand, when he showed up on screen, everybody was like, oh, they brought him back. And initially, he was only supposed to be brought back in, flashback sequences at the very end of the film.
Yeah, but they showed him at the very beginning, too.
Yes, they did. Yes,
I
they
love.
Yes, they did.
6 months later, the scene of a Jigsaw game is discovered by Officer Riggs. Officer Riggs' SWAT team. He was in the last movie?
Yes.
Right?
So they kind of have been setting up each individual person to take over the lead role in the next film.
Right.
Sort of. Right. So
or at least tying people into the next movie.
Yeah.
As far as the police force.
Which, Riggs was not initially supposed to be included at all.
Okay.
But they brought him back.
So the victim that he found, Troy,
I want to play a game.
had to rip chains from his own body in order to escape a bomb.
However, he did not. Detective Allison Kerry points out that the room's exit was welded shut, breaking Jigsaw's modus operandi, or MO, as most people call it.
Or really, it's Jigsaw's rules.
Right. Of allowing his victims an opportunity to survive. Kerry is later abducted and awakens in a harness, with a harness hooked around each one of her ribs.
Mm-hmm. She, of course, has a tape play for her, which informs her that she is to retrieve a key from a vat of acid.
Which the key did drop into the acid, and I think that's kind of what woke her up.
Mm-hmm.
So the tape was you need to hurry, otherwise the key will dissolve.
Yeah, so she is instructed that she needs to retrieve the key before the key dissolves, which this also dissolves her hand as she's trying to grab it. But she does actually get the lock, or get the key, and unlocks it and starts going, what's happening? What's happening? The contraption goes off anyways.
And literally rips her ribs from her body, leaving her
Pulls her
dangling.
arms straight up too. It's called a death angel.
Dr. Lynn DeLon is abducted from the hospital where she works at and brought to the now bedridden John Kramer. Yes, that's right. John Kramer is dying of cancer. An inoperable, untreatable cancer. His apprentice, Amanda, locks a collar armed with 5 shotgun shells around Lynn's neck that is connected to John's heart rate monitor and will detonate if she moves out of range or if his heart flatlines.
The device that you're wearing is linked to my heart rate monitor. The second that heart rate monitor flatlines, or you move out of range, an explosion will go off in that collar.
Great.
Yeah. And she would know how it works because she designed it herself.
Lynn is instructed by Amanda to keep him alive until another test subject has completed his game. The victim, Jeff, a grief-stricken father who was consumed with vengeance after the death of his son Dylan in a drunk driving crash years earlier, must undergo a series of tests at an abandoned meatpacking plant. Jenny Ritchie show once again. To confront.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. To confront the people that were involved in the case.
Jeff's first test leads him
He's out of the box.
to a meat freezer where he finds Danica, the only witness to the crash, who refused to testify in court, completely naked and chained to a metal frame inside the plant's freezer, with nozzles inside the frame spraying her with water to quicken her hypothermia and quite literally freeze her to death.
Cover her in ice.
I feel like I don't really need. We don't need to, but I'm gonna bring this up anyway. A couple years ago, the acrylic casing that they cast her body in went up on auction for sale.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I bet that's fun.
I think it sold for like $28,000 to like $30,000. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Jeff retrieves.
Why is that so hard for you to say? It's a fucking simple name.
Jeff.
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 Jeff the fuck.
I don't know. Must be the Naja inside me. Well, it's a What We Do in the Shadows reference that you wouldn't get because you won't watch it.
No, it's too stupid.
Anyways, Jeff retrieves the key after Danica persuades him to help her. He does finally, I guess, decide to help her, but
Not before he rips part of his cheek off.
Yeah. He goes and, like, freezes his own cheek to the freaking pipes. But she freezes to death before he can help her. Literally, like a solid icicle. She turns into a Danica cube. Danica-cube?
Danica-cube.
A Danica-cube. In the next test, so he, like, goes out of that room and ends up finding the next person, the next test to him, and really it's a test to the person as well, was Judge Halden.
Actually, these aren't tests for the people that are in them. It's a test for Jeff.
Yeah.
Because there is no way for them to get out without intervening help.
Yeah, that's true. So Judge Halden, who was the judge in the case, passed a lenient sentence on the driver who caused Dylan's death. And that man is chained by the neck to the bottom of an empty vat.
Yes.
Empty at this point.
Rotting pig carcasses are dropped into a grinder that slowly fill the vat until Jeff saves him by burning Dylan's belongings where the key is.
Yeah, so the tape that Jigsaw leaves for him basically says you need to let go of all of these things that you've been holding on to. They're not serving you any good. It's just hurting you.
I mean, it just further enables his grief, honestly.
Yes, which, like, as someone who lost someone very close to them, yes, you should not hang on to every single tiny item of that person.
Which most of the stuff in this incinerator was like stuffed toys and stuff like that.
You gotta pick a few things, the things that really, really meant something to them, and then pass them along to someone else.
They're not benefiting.
It's
you in
not
any way.
serving him well.
No. It's not serving the memory of the person well either.
Right. So the belongings are in like an incinerator, and the key is there too. So as soon as the belongings burn up enough, the key falls down, and he's able to grab the key. And he does jump down into the vat and helps the freaking judge
He's
out.
the only one that he does actually save.
Yeah.
Ironically enough.
Does he completely save him? We'll find out.
He does for time being.
Yes.
But the tapes contradict themselves. One of them says that the driver that killed Jeff's son was drunk, but yet later tapes do not mention any type of drunk driving shenanigans. It was literally just a person that hit the kid.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, his third test involves Timothy, the driver who killed Dylan, who is strapped to a machine that will slowly twist and snap his limbs and then his head. I believe it is called
The Rack.
The Rack.
I call it the rack.
Yeah.
I also do want to point out that the pig carcasses, while it looked like there was like a lot of pig carcasses, they had like 4
Right.
on set. So like them coming.
There was
in
a lot
and
of the
dropping.
sound of them dropping.
Well,
and
no,
them showing
they
the
just,
stuff.
They just reused.
Yeah.
They just reused the footage of the carcasses dropping down and everything, and then
Makes sense. Gotta save money.
And then they wanted maggots to be on the judge's face, so they had to like smear him with honey and put live maggots on him and everything.
Welcome back to the Jenny Retching Show, where
Yeah,
Jenny will
it's-
be retching for the rest of the evening. Blech.
It's been a minute, like I said.
So, the key for the trap for Christopher is tied to the trigger of an enclosed shotgun that goes off after Jeff retrieves it. So, Jeff actually kind of studies this thing while the man's being tortured and having his limbs twisted off.
Because he really didn't fucking care. Because
Yeah, let's
this
be
man
honest.
is responsible for his son's death, so he wants to see him suffer.
Okay, so a lot of people get real pissed about Jeff and how long it takes for him to help these people.
Let's put yourself in that situation. Let's have you lose somebody that is very fucking close to you, and you have these people that are responsible for that loss in front of you, literally being tortured. Wouldn't you want to have a little justification with that and watch the torment?
Maybe
I
a
know
little.
I would. I may be sadistic for it, but I know I would want a little justification for it.
I agree.
I would still do everything in my power to save them.
I would
but
too.
I would probably. Do
But
what
I would
Jeff did,
have I don't think it's just that he's taking his time. I think that he's having a moral dilemma.
No, 100%.
You know, where he's like, I want to help this person. He's obviously in pain, but like,
I want him to suffer.
I also like
I get it.
might suffer as well if I try to help him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like especially with this last one, he could end up getting killed.
No, instead.
So he like kind of like steps back, looks at the trap, figures out that he can actually just untie the key. And
But
so he takes
didn't.
the key off, but
Got the key.
yeah, it ends up going off. The gun goes off anyways, or the weapon, the shotgun goes off anyways, and it kills Judge Holden. Or Holden, however it's pronounced. Holden. Jeff cries out twice that he forgives Timothy, but even so, he cannot save him in time, for the machine twists and breaks Timothy's neck. Pretty much twists that head all the way around, Reagan
complete
style.
180.
Yep.
Lynn is forced to perform an improvised backdoor brain surgery to relieve pressure on John's brain. The surgery is successful, and Lynn convinces John to order Amanda to remove the collar. However, Amanda refuses and threatens Lynn's life, having become jealous of her interactions with John.
Yeah, because during the surgery.
Right, so during the surgery, the actress that was playing Lynn was shaking so bad that they had to have the prop master come up and hold her arm steady for the close-up shots. I always was under the impression that they actually just had
Somebody else's hands.
hands doing it for the close-up shots. But no, he held her hands steady so she could literally operate the power drill. Otherwise, she was like this with it.
Well, I mean, she's not a very big woman, and power drills can be
But I mean, that head was so fake looking.
True. Agreed.
I mean, yeah, it may be pumping blood through it, but it's still very fake looking.
Yeah.
Very fake looking. There's also a moment where John tells Amanda to go and open up a drawer.
Mm-hmm.
And she opens it up and pulls something out, and I think it's a letter. And this is not in the final film. We find out in later films. But this letter that she found was actually a letter of blackmail on Amanda's part.
Oh.
It was put there by Detective Hoffman, who has been introduced in this. He's an FBI detective.
He was in the very opening scene with the chain guy.
Right. He's been assigned basically the Jigsaw case, trying to find Jigsaw and all this other stuff. But we find out in a later installment that he's actually responsible for Troy's death, Kerry's death, and stuff like that. But he uses this letter that Amanda finds to blackmail her, saying that if you let Lynn live, I will expose to John your secrets. That she's still cutting herself and all this other stuff. That she hasn't learned her lessons.
Yeah.
So, that's a little nugget of knowledge that you don't find out now, but it justifies why she was so gung-ho on trying to kill Lynn.
Right. So at this point, John pleads with Amanda, who, I mean, so something else, before we even get to that, something else that happened during the surgery is, and this is why Amanda's acting this way, John
had hallucinations of his ex-wife. And was telling...
Ex-wife or, like, late wife? Did she die?
God, no, she's still alive.
She is still alive?
She's still
okay,
alive
so ex-wife.
because she puts Detective Hoffman in the reverse bear trap later.
Right.
In the later film.
Yeah. We won't talk about that. Because guess what, guys?
We just did.
Guess what, guys? There's Saw movies that I haven't seen yet.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, we're gonna watch them.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Anyways, so yeah, when he wakes up from the surgery, though, he looks at Lynn and says, "I love you." Now, he's probably talking to his wife.
No, he 100% is, because he's having flashbacks and memories of a happier time when.
But Amanda doesn't hear that. Amanda thinks otherwise, and that's what sends her spinning. Stop ruining things. I haven't seen parts of the movies. You might be ruining things for other people too. Maybe you can just like put a little spoiler alert over the top of that when you do the editing of the video.
It's not like these films haven't been out for years.
Yeah, but I haven't seen them all. Anywho.
Anyways.
So, so John pleads with Amanda, who admits that she no longer believes in his philosophy and had rigged Troy and Kerry's traps. He knew that, though. He knew that she was cheating, and he basically calls her out on that. Refusing to listen to John's warnings, Amanda shoots Lynn just as Jeff arrives.
You just destroyed 4 lives. You just murdered Jeff's wife.
Jeff, who's revealed to be Lynn's husband, retaliates by shooting Amanda with a gun that he was provided throughout his game. As Amanda dies, John reveals that Lynn's test was actually hers. John was aware of her motives and unwilling to allow a murderer to continue his legacy.
Yeah, so basically, like, he was testing Amanda again with Lynn, and she was supposed to let Lynn live. She failed. You fucked up again, Amanda.
You gotta die.
Now you gotta die. Those are the rules. Anyways, he then addresses Jeff, offering to call an ambulance for Lynn if he has learned everything from his ordeal and accept one last test. Either killing John or forgiving him.
Which he ironically does both. Because he does say, I forgive
you, as he fucking slashes John in the throat with a goddamn power saw.
Alright, a silk saw, yeah.
Activating Lynn's collar as the room is sealed shut. So he is sealed shut in the room with a dead John Kramer, his dead wife, and a dead Amanda. And they are dead. These are definitive deaths of all characters.
John actually tells Amanda, "Congratulations, you've just ruined 4 people's lives." When she shoots Lynn. Before dying, John takes out a tape recorder to inform Jeff that his daughter, Corbett, who's actually named after, I believe, Lee Winnell's
Oh, really?
real life daughter, I
that.
believe, is also captured, and no one but him knows where she's being held.
And that's where we leave the movie. A child trapped somewhere. The only person who knows where she is now dead. Father of said child is trapped inside this building with dead people.
I do find it interesting that they had the foresight and wherewithal to include like this little scene where he like puts a tape in wax. Because that comes back in the next film.
Okay. Again, this is, okay. Saw the first 3 in the theater. Never went back after 3. Until saw 10. Or X, or whatever. So, I haven't seen 4 through 9.
Which was 4 through 7, then
Jigsaw
Saw and Spiral,
and
from the Book of Saw. Yeah.
So yeah, I need to catch up, y'all. I might have seen 4. Might have.
I mean, 4 is him being autopsied, and we learn more about Detective Hoffman and everything like that.
I feel like I have seen 4, but it's been a while.
Before the month of October ends, we will be covering 4, so there you go.
I get to watch it, guys.
You can watch it anytime
That's
you want.
true,
I
that's
have my
true.
voodoo.
I know, we could just do a marathon. Be fine.
This is one of Amy's favorite franchises.
Yeah.
And in fact, this was one of my gateways for her into horror. Like when we first met, the first Halloween we were together, we sat down and watched like all the ones that were out at the time.
Love it. Love it. This is a Bloody Machete up for me. Yeah.
2, straight to the fucking sky. The thoughtfulness that was put into the story crafting and everything like that. The ingenuity of the traps, because mind you, while these traps are fake for a movie, they are functional.
Yeah.
They could actually function in real life and could literally kill people. So I just across the board, fucking, I think it was well done.
Yes.
Very well done.
This one is well made. I like that we, in the end, we get a lot of explanation.
There's a
lot of like showing the past to give us explanation for motivations for Jigsaw and for Amanda, but also to explain Amanda and the shit that she did.
Right, because it's revealed through flashbacks that Amanda went back to the bathroom, which, by the way, the bathroom scene was reused from Scary Movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I think it
funny.
was like Scary Movie...
Because they had already destroyed the first 2. I mean, they destroyed the first one.
Right.
Had to rebuild it again.
Right. So they
destroyed the
rebuilt
second one, I assume.
Right. Because they were like, oh, we'll never
We're done
go
with
back to
this. Yeah.
They keep going back to the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom scene.
Because the recreation that they did for Scary Movie, the Scary Movie franchise, was so accurate to what they did, they just
And it
lowered
was
the
still
lighting,
there?
and it was still there.
Nice.
Because I think the Scary Movie that one was filmed in was like filming roughly the same time this was. So they struck a deal with the production company, and it was like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever.
Right on.
And then
That's
went in
awesome.
and did it, and yeah, so Amanda goes back to the bathroom and finds that Adam is still alive and puts saran wrap over his fucking face and kills him.
And then not only that, after she locked Daddy Wahlberg up in there, and he broke his own ankle to get out, she finds him wandering, trying to get out, and she fucking kills him too, or at least leaves him for dead.
She does not. She does not kill him. You will see. She does not kill him. But she beats the ever-living
shit out of him, okay?
She beats the ever-living dog piss out. I mean, it's a knockdown, drag-out fight between both of them because he's bashing her head against the concrete floor.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
So, yeah, she's been playing against the rules from the beginning. She's never played from the rules.
She never learned her lesson.
Nope.
You're not Jigsaw. You're not Jigsaw, bitch! You're not Jigsaw, bitch.
Which is one of the reasons why she was in Saw 2 in the house trap. I mean, yeah, she was there also as the apprentice, but she was still trying to learn her fucking lesson because she hadn't yet. Anyway, yeah, 2 machetes straight to the fucking sky. This is probably one of my favorite ones, and I remember this one the most just because Jigsaw dies.
All right, well, let's get this out of here. I'm not very good at tossing these. I always end up hitting something.
That time.
Did it. I know what we're doing next.
Well, I mean, it's remake season for spooky season.
It is.
So, we just did The Hills Have Eyes a couple days ago.
Let's do The Hills Have Eyes 2.
Yeah. Yes, The Hills Have Eyes 2.
What year is this one? 2008, probably 7. Did they make them really quick?
Yeah, they put them out really quick.
Keep talking.
It's
2007. Yeah.
2007.
A perfect 90 minutes, as it should be.
The first one was not. The first
No.
one was 100,
Yeah, it was almost 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
make sure you watch this sometime in the next few days and come back on where are we at now? Friday?
and it's Friday right now. This will be
So come back
Wednesday.
on Wednesday. Sorry guys, I keep losing track.
Timey-wimey stuff.
What is time?
Time is an illusion.
It is. It's a construct.
It's a construct made for us to follow rules, and we don't follow rules around here.
I like to bend them. Anyways, so make sure you watch this and come back on Wednesday so we can break down all of the fun, gross, dirty, interesting things about The Hills Have Eyes too.
Until then, make sure you slash that subscribe button.
Stab the like button.
And ring-a-ling that gray bell so you don't get lost in the mix and can stay up to date on everything we are doing on this platform.
And until next time, we will see you all in the afterlife.